I kind of fulfill two different roles in that respect. On one side, it's representing the screenwriter when they have a completed project, they have a concept that they are optioning or selling to a third party, whether that third party is a producer, a studio, a network, anyone who's acquiring kind of content. A lot of times it's a screenplay, sometimes it's a concept if it is like an unscripted docuseries. So representing them and looking out for their interests, make sure that they get the best deal possible. On the other side, I also help screenwriters kind of before that process, especially when they're acquiring underlying rights. If they're acquiring life rights to someone that they're basing their screenplay around, need to option a book because they are adapting the book into a screenplay, helping them kind of get those rights so that when they're ready with their full screenplay, they have all that bundle of rights ready in order to go out to a network or a studio or another production company and sell them that full package. Because otherwise, that studio is going to have a bit more leverage if they have to go out and get the rights to the book themselves, and you don't really have the underlying rights to the screenplay that you've actually written. Ensuring that there is a clean chain of title, kind of addressing any questions. We get a lot of questions from screenwriters of like, I'm kind of basing this off of, a person that I went to high school with or someone I went to college with that, it might be slightly based on their life, but they're not going to be recognizable, and kind of sussing out the facts there as to whether we need to go out and maybe acquire that person's life rights as, just to be safe versus, this is clearly enough a story that you have adapted in your own way that, we feel safe and that there's low risk in going out, taking that screenplay and then selling it to someone.